Try to make the most out of it. Well, hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins, and thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. I hope you're all having a magical day. We have a Mardu aggro deck, and this was actually inspired by a Twitch streamer, Crows. The guy is an absolute beast. I've seen him take it from rank number 14 to rank number 6, so no joke. Check out Crows if you're looking for some top-ranked Mythic gameplay on Twitch. And a massive shout-out for the inspiration to build this best-of-1 variant of what is a very similar deck. With that being said, we're going to break down the deck, talk about the strategies, the synergies, showcase all of that in the gameplay footage, and wrap up with our final thoughts. Let's take a look. Be sure to like the video to show your support. If we can get 500 likes on a video throughout the process of a week, we will be doing a stream about our daily routine and our, studio setup, right? So that's a little bit of motivation to help you guys out there. Some cool, unique content. This is a 60 card best of 1 standard deck with a 2.5 average mana value, 9 creatures, 27 non-creatures, 24 land. Just your average aggro deck. Of course, we have to have Angel Fire Ignition in the build. But what's really nice about this, you guys, is the Stormseeker is an absolute bomb. What an amazing card. A 2/3 that gives other things haste and +1 at the beginning of your combat. Can even give it self-haste, making it a 3/3. And then it goes Nightbound, gets the +1/+1, and the ability gets a +1 and trample in addition to the, those other +1s and haste, right? So that's really cool. The Graveyard Trespasser, the same situation here. It's a 3/3. It goes to 4/4 on Nightbound, ward, discard a card. So if they're going to target it, they have to discard, which makes it very, very good late game because they're top decking. Well, I can't target it because I have to discard a card and I can't do that, right? So that's really nice stuff here. And whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, you can exile a card from a graveyard. If it's a creature card, they'll lose 1 life and you gain 1 life. Holy Toledos! The Glutton will be able to do that twice, which is really, really cool. So that's a fair amount of chip damage and a little bit of life gain support as well. We also have the Silverquill Silencer. Now this is a 3/2 and it enters the battlefield. You'll be able to choose a non-land card name, and then whenever an opponent casts a card with the chosen name, they'll lose 3 life and you draw a card. Very, very, very good. And, we're kind of tagging that with the Elite Spellbinder, a 3/1 with flying. When it enters play, you get to look at your opponent's hand, exile a card from it. They can still play it with the tax of 2, which is fair, but it gives us foreknowledge of what's in their hand, and then we can shut it down. Hopefully there's a couple duplicates, and that's going to be really good for us there too, right? Usher of the Fallen, 2/1, boast for 2 to create the 1/1 when it attacks, which is decent. Luminarch Aspirant, 1/1 at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put that +1/+1 counter on another target creature that you control, which is really cool. And then the Fateful Absence as removal. Killing creature or planeswalker, they get a clue at instant speed for 2. Vanishing Verse also for 2. Exiling monocolored permanent, which is really, really nice there. The Angel Fire, you're familiar. +1/+1 times 2. Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste until the end of turn with Flashback, so you're casting it the turn after that as well. And then Redain, God of the Worthy, 2/3, Flying Vigilance, Snowlands, our opponent's control entered tapped, and non-creature spells, they cost 2 more to do so with value 4 or greater, right? So that's really cool. And then Showdown of the Scalds, exiling the top 4 cards of our library, playing them to the end of our next turn. And then on the final 2 triggers of the Saga, whenever we cast a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on one of our creatures, which is really cool. Cave of the Frost Dragons and Hive of the Eye Tyrant in here as our creature-based lands. Pathways with the Ridge for consistency's sake on our 3 colors. It is primarily an Orzhov deck, right? We have a lot of white, we have a lot of black, and there's a little bit of splash of red here, right? So keep that in mind that you'll need white. You'll need black in multiples, and then maybe 1 red, maybe 2 white if you've already got your other colors covered when you're playing out your lands. Flood the field, attack your opponent, take advantage of the really cool interactions between the Silencer, the Spellbinder, and then the Trespasser that they're not expecting, right? So really cool stuff within the deck. I hope you guys enjoy, and we're killing it. Like, we went into the top 1,000 Mythic with this deck today, so it's performing very well against all of the best decks in the Mythic meta right now. Enjoy. Make sure to like the video to show your support, subscribe to the channel, and support financially, maybe by becoming a Patreon for some cool goodies on top of the regular viewing experience. All that and more available in the Linktree link in the description below. Let's take a look at today's matches. Our opponent goes first, which means we have to get serious about this whole thing. Take the headphones off, HGG. No 1-drop, but we've got a pretty stellar 2-drop and 3-drop with removal and a deadly 4-drop times 2 on that removal order. Can't complain. Like, that gets removed, right? Absolutely. Could be a black source. I'm gonna pass turn. I'm interested. You know what I mean? This is a red source. This will be another white source. Huh. They're not playing. Oh, Redane is good. We like you, Redane. You're a good card. Let's check out their hand and throw Blocker out. Paladin class can beat it. Just beat it, beat it. Oh, nice top deck. Very nice top deck. We get the ETB again, though. The first strike is annoying in the air in conjunction with Redane. We're just gonna make this binder big enough. The drawing. That's fine, looking for the land. You leave me alone. No blocks. That is good. Oh, but Redane increases the cost of it. You would, wouldn't you? Second black source. Trespasser grabs the Cathar. Not that they have recursion. Binder up to 3. I think it's time to try to take these health points away. Down to 14. I don't care if Redane attacks. Go for it. 2 and the clue draw again. We're getting really, really lucky here, you guys. Yeah, sorry about your luck. Good game. That was really bad, and that's why I don't run 4 copies of Faceless Haven in my mono white deck anymore, because you know what happens when you're trying, and it's especially the second cast variant of it, because you need to cast a white spell and another white spell, but you have a colorless mana, right? More times than not. So I really cut down on the Havens in my mono white deck for the sake of consistency. Going first, and we're gonna need some luck here with a red source off the top. We have a nice turn 2, a decent turn 3. Maybe we can get a good pick on turn 2, but it felt hard to get. Okay. Okay. We just have to get this doing its thing. Clarion Spirit, okay. Let's take Skyclave. Hit for 3, down to 17. The other silencer will take the Cathar. Well, that's good. We could wipe a large portion of their field with a quad block. 13, as long as we keep pace, right? Okay, that's fine. This takes the Cathar. And then that's going to be removal. If they double block, we take one out. Right, that's a good conversion for us. I'm not sure they would have blocked if not, right? If they just had the one, they would have kept their attackers. Are you kidding me? We should have named Clarion Spirit, apparently. Holy Toledos. Wow. Okay, so that's not good. That's not good. That's 5 mana. If they have a land in hand, we are donezo. Three spirits with a class. Really nice. Well, I mean, we're still dropping that. Woof. Are you kidding with this land? Every game. Typically, this would be all-star, but... not entirely sure. They'd have to double block. But I guess they still now have the 2 flyers. We have nothing. Bad attack. But if they drop a land, we're dead. They've got double strike on the 5/5, which is now what, like a 10-3 or something. Ooh, we get the draw, which is a good draw, but the exile's still net positive for them in a big way. If we're 4 down to 10, not good. Ooh, that is good, though. Will it save us? I really don't know. Not if they get... if they get a land, we'll lose. Do they have one? I mean, there's 3 cards in their hand. They've got something. Another binder, okay. I mean, they're still getting there. Look at the flyers they have. They're hitting us for 6. They may even have lethal here. I think they just have lethal, don't they? For 7 damage. Yikes. We don't gain that much back. We just double cast the Angel Fire? Try to make the most out of it. It's a 10-7. I mean, we're going up to 14. It's a start, but we're still screwed if they get a land. Right, we still just die if they get a land. Please no land. It needs to be removal on the silencer. Like if they have a fateful absence. A Luminarch is really good. What? Wow. 3 spirits, 3 Luminarch aspirants. In what world have I woken up in today? That's so sick. They're down to 2 though. I have a question. Do they have 2 creatures? Oh! I can't believe it. That's lethal. I have no words. We're just got by so... Like, we're right on the edge of destruction. They got that 5th land. It was double strike on these flyers. We're gone. Angel Fire Ignition saves the day, gives us the turn we need. Graveyard Trespasser triggers them to death because they're not used to it. Oh my gosh. Woo! Going first against rank 520. Woof. Good thing we're going first, because I'm gonna need it. So what are they playing? It's a nice hit. And if we're going first, we should take that aggro start when we have it. Do they play their Clarion Spirit? That's what I wanted to name after last match. I was like, you know what? You just name Clarion Spirit, everything will be okay. Let's check out their hand. Decent hit. Hopefully they don't play the Intrepid. But then again, oh no, they could Spellbind us. Yeah, hopefully they get that 3rd land. Or they want to remove the binder with the takedown again. They get their own Luminarch. Not bad. That takedown needs to go in as a land, no? Good luck on that third land. Hitting for 6. Woo! Down to 8. They were greedy on the removal. They should have played the land. They should have played the land instead of being greedy on the Luminarch. Because they had the exile on the Luminarch, so I don't understand. I really want to play this on their Intrepid, though. But I had to shut down that land. They are extra greedy. Watch this. VEA beautiful. If they block, we make that token. We're getting rid of their best card. They basically have to do it. This is a top 500 player, you guys. They can... Silver Quill Silencer. Get wrecked, Intrepid. Good game. I think they made a little bit of a misplay on the lands. I could be wrong. I mean, they're higher ranked than I am, but the deck is performing very nicely. Maybe it's just the kind of deck that messes with your opponent's algorithm, right? It's like, no, we're going to help your opponent brick for you today. I mean, they had 5 lands. They had more lands than we had, when you think of it. Going first! Excuse me, I'm excited. You guys get as excited when you go first, too. Don't even kid. Don't kid with me. This is a black source. This is a red source. Land is deadly. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, that's a good card. I wonder what they're playing. Frostbite. I think we swing for 2, they block. They hit us for 1. Oh, we just get in. Play with fire. No! I thought they were gonna frostbite us after. It's like, oh, okay. I deserved it. I deserved it. Swing in for 2. Redain out. Oh, they just deal with it. Nice. I mean, we're in a race, we win. Galds is really good. Let's get some heaters off the top here. Ooh, we did indeed. We did indeed. Unfortunately, we're not casting all of those. Until the end of our next turn, so we have 4, potentially 5 mana, which, I mean, do we have to cast the Fateful Absence that turn? They hit with 1. So it's a Graveyard Trespasser. For 3. Let's attack first. Really? Hold up removal. Get this pretty little land out of our hand, which is functional later as a fairly good blocker against them. Let's take it slow. Okay, they have to discard. It's a rebuke. We lose our creature. That's fairly good. It was a good name by us earlier. They just dealt with it ahead of time, right? Oh, more removal. Nice. It's a good thing we took that creature land, I'll tell you what. We have 6. This hits for 5. Pass turn, we'll defend with it, right? We can kill the Haven. Or we can kill a Charger if they're gonna cast on top of it. Do they just have 3 damage here? Or 2 damage in hand? Oh. Oh. Nice. Gets transformed. That's pretty dang good there, Billy. Bet you're gonna wish you saved that removal, though. I always try to hold on to my removal as long as I can. Are you kidding me? Nice top deck. Really nice top deck, bro. Can we get a creature and an Angel Fire? We're just gonna make the creature nice. That's pretty good. We should have done it before that counter. But if they spend 1, they don't have any mana to cast what they get. Oh, brutal. We need another showdown. Their top decks are better than mine. Not hitting with the Faceless Haven. Oh, they played the 4/4. This isn't going to get the job done either. It's a start, but, you know, no buenos. Can't kill the 4/4. We're going to take 7 with this Anatomy. Or potentially 8. What they should do is put it on the 4/4 instead of the Charger. Yikes. Down to 5. They have 2 attackers. So, oh, 3. Oh, that's chip damage. I don't know how many lands in a row that was, but it really hurt. Not cool, man. Alrighty, Maya is in studio to help us wrap up today. She's a big fan of this deck, right? Maya is actually the one who, you know, gave me a heads up about Angel Fire Ignition. She's like, yo, this card is good, HCG. You should be running it in all of the decks. And I have been, right? It's not been disappointing at all. This build is, you know, absolutely amazing. Massive shout out to Crows. Of course, I did some adjustments. You know, this Reckless Stormseeker, I was like, what? It just has to get in there, right? You've gone out of your way to include red, so let's put that Stormseeker in there, right? That's basically the magical sprinkles that I put on it. They had Angel Fire in the sideboard, but you know, what good does it do there? Let's put it in the main board there, that's basically all the changes that we made. They had more Vanishing Verses, I guess. They were running 4 copies of Vanishing Verse, no copies of Fateful Absence. So, you know, I kind of made the change there to run the Absence because, you know, there's multicolored creatures out and about. It happens. It's unique, but it happens, and we can destroy creatures too, or planeswalkers too, sorry. So, you know, a couple changes, but I did really want to give that shout out to Crows. You know, doing so well with an original deck in Mythic, and inspiring probably not only myself, but many others as well to try to maybe play with Mardu color base, because personally, I've not seen Silver Quill Silencer in a minute, so it's good to see it back in effect because, you know, I think it's a fairly playable card. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like the video to show your support. Become a Patreon. Things like this. Most importantly, have a magical day.